Hello, what is your favorite toy of a character that you voice? Everyone.
My friend gave me the ThreeZero Soundwave from Bumblebee movie, and it is freaking amazing. It's $750 at Universal Studios. Buy it online, please.
I think with only one I can think I did is on video. It wasn't a toy that I know of. Was Fungus from Monsters Inc. They did the video game of him. Originally, Frank Oz did the voice for the movie, and then they made it into the video games, and they weren't going to get Frank to come out just for a line or two here or there. So it's fun to see myself in a video game.
What was the question?
What toy has been your favorite?
Based on the
What
character you did.
toy?
Yeah, what is your favorite toy of a character that you
I got to do a Tony Montana doll
Nice.
at the time, and it was all the
That's a
greatest hits
special
from the
kid
film.
right there that's got the Tony Montana doll.
Yeah, so you press a button,
You
and
all right?
and it just had Tony. So that one, and I did a Puss in Boots. I did Puss in Boots for many, many years, and there was a Puss in Boots doll that had.
cool.
It is an honor to put my life on the line for you. There were all kinds of wonderful Puss in.
We
So
did
those are
Puss
my
in
two
Boots, the
favorites.
animated series together. That was so fun. I played the Sphinx on that show, and she was just like this big cat. I can't choose but every time McDonald's has all the character, like they did the Loud House recently, and I was like, I went through and got a Happy Meal for every character. I was like, I need Lola, Lana, the baby, and then the Fairly Odd Parents, and I mean Wonder Woman. That comes out. I do a lot of Wonder Woman. I do the video games, and then I've done all the cartoon series. And sometimes she sounds like this, and she's like this kind of character, and sometimes she sounds like that. So I don't know. There's all kinds of different Wonder Womans, and sometimes she sounds like this because she's just in a video game. Anyway.
Thank you.
So
How many trips to McDonald's did that take, or did you just go and give me all the toys?
No, and I would try to brag, and they don't care. So I'm like, I am that, and they're like, okay, is it a boy or a girl toy? And I'm like, no, but I'm, and they're like, what do you want, ma'am?
That's so funny.
Hi, my name is Matthew.
Hi,
and I got a question for Grey. I just want to know what went into becoming Azula for Avatar The Last Airbender, like the preparation, like research, what you do.
Oh my gosh, I have a little bit of a screw loose initially, but I auditioned, and they said that they had auditioned a lot of celebrities. They auditioned regular voice people, then they kind of went to celebrities, and I was in the first round of auditions, but everyone was kind of yelling because she's mean and psychotic. But when I read her, I just read her very just calm like this, and because she didn't need to yell at anyone, because she was so powerful that she could just put you in a dungeon for the rest of your life. So I kind of did it very, very quiet. And so I try to kind of go against what they're asking for sometimes, just to see if it works, And then they came crawling back, just like Azula would have wanted them to. Anyway, so.
You're freaking smart, Grey.
Thank you.
You're freaking smart, Grey. Yes, you are.
All right. Hi, everyone. I'm Nez.
What's your name?
Nez. It's
Nez.
Nez.
Cool name.
I just want to first thank you all for taking the time to answer all our questions. I've learned so much in the process. And something that I like to do on the side is I'm trying to narrate Transformers Exodus, the book written by Alex Irvine, just as a side project. And with that being said, I'm really curious about, since the voice is so important for voice actors, it's your brand, it's your product, how do you like to take care of your voice? Are there like any specific warm-ups you like to use, or any personal habits that you like to incorporate? And then my follow-up question would be, have any of you thought about narrating something or working on
Oh,
that?
I did.
That's a whole other skill. I got a job as the Wonder Woman, and I went to the Audible factory, and they gave me free audiobooks, and I was so excited, and they made me a latte, and I got in there, and then about an hour into it was like, I can't do this. This is bad. And then I thought, do I have to give back all these audiobooks? Because I really don't want to. And so, but I told my agent, I was texting going, my voice is going out. Because I'm used to having other people talk, but just talking in a certain kind of way, in a certain kind of key for a long time. It just like, it wears out that chord or whatever. Anyway, I didn't give back the audiobooks, but I felt really bad, and then I just had the whole day to myself. I went to the park, and I was like, what am I going to do the whole day in a car? Anyway, so.
Yeah, that's the funny thing. Like in video games, it's a lot of vocal abuse, or can be, and so you have to be very careful. And now they've sort of woven it into our contract. But when Grey and I were doing video games 20 years ago, they were not very
Protecting you.
conscious. I mean, the people we work with a lot know, and they're all really good, and it's gotten better. But you would just run into some producer, and they'll be like, "Yeah, okay, now he's on fire, and now he's exploding, and then okay, no, he's kind of," and so
10 minutes after they start the session,
you
too.
have to speak up for yourself and protect yourself in a session. And when they say, because man on fire is something all of us have done. I don't know if the ladies have to.
I've been
be
a
on
man
fire
and a
as
lady
much.
on fire.
And so I'm always very careful about it, and I say, okay, I'm going to do this for you twice, and tell me exactly how he's on fire, where does it start, how does it finish, because I'm going to be screaming full out and shredding. So yeah, you just have to sort of speak up for yourself and protect, because they're so in their thing, they're not thinking about your voice. But as she said, the hardest thing to do is read calmly for 3 hours at a stretch.
Yeah.
That blows you out more than even the short
Yeah, I can
scream
scream all day. I thought
screaming. I can scream for a while and I'm okay as long as it's not too much and too far. But yeah, just reading in a calm voice for a long period of time. So I'm lucky. I don't have to do too much vocal warm up. Some people do. Always have water. Always keep your throat lubricated while you're doing it, because that's the other thing, how you wear your vocal cords out. If your throat gets dry and you still keep going.
Yeah.
But yeah, just be mindful. And if you start to feel that copper taste in your throat, stop.
It's blood.
I've never felt that copper taste.
I have. Yeah, it's
God of War
not
4,
a good
buddy.
feeling when you go, I can hurt myself if I keep going.
It's like, see all the money I made?
Tastes like pennies.
I'd say the water is always good to have with you for just whenever you're going to be talking a long time. Sometimes I've been in a session where they say take some water because it sounded too dry or something like that, where after a while your mouth will make all kinds of noises from overusing it. And just trying to think, when I do voice coaching, I give them instructions to do, it's not really a warm-up, it's just an idea to work to get your mouth moving, tongue twisters. And I have a list of 25 tongue twisters that start from 2 words, lemon liniment, and you say it 3 times, and then I take them through all 25 and try to make them concentrate on the words and all that, just to stay focused. But yeah, it also warms up the speaking when then you move on to working out with a copy or something like that, advertising copy. So it'll catch you. But then, off to the side, like I've seen actors do a tongue twister before they go into their dialogue that everybody has their own ways of doing this. That's why I can't say definitely do this, but it works for me. Water or else tea and lemon and honey.
Drugs.
That's not
See, I can't do that.
And you know what's really good? Brand, they have it at Whole Foods, Yogi tea. It's called Throat Coat. It's really nice.
Actually,
that with some honey.
I've heard the opposite of using throat coat, because
Yeah.
throat coat kind of numbs your throat and you can't tell you're doing more damage. A friend of mine literally lost his career in
really?
voiceover. 'cause
God
they
damn
kept
it,
telling him to go
Andre.
and go
Why
and
are
go.
you hurting people?
Yeah, so a lot of voice actors are like, you know what,
I
throat
like
coat's a
it.
good idea in theory, but then you cannot feel your own damage as you continue. So yeah, a friend of mine completely lost his career. He
Just talk a lot. I don't do any warm-ups. I'm a motor mouth.
I actually sing as Ewan McGregor as Come What May. I do that all of his songs from Moulin Rouge at the top of my lungs in a hot, steamy shower. Zinc, gargle lukewarm salt water.
Yeah, zinc.
Yeah, honey lemon tea is great. There's actually a great drink at Starbucks called the medicine ball. Anybody do that?
Oh, no.
Freaking, especially when you do like a brutal video game. The one you were talking about,
But if
Copper,
you-
Copper
if you have,
Throat,
like,
that was
sticky
God of War
mouth-
4 for me.
A green apple. If you have like a sticky.
Yeah, that gets all the
They keep them at
pops
the
and stuff
studio
out
in a
too,
big
yeah.
bowl. It like from something in the acid or whatever cuts through all the.
Yeah.
The
vocal
sticky-
rest too. If you hurt yourself, we can't go to ballparks and stuff and be like, yeah, and concerts. Like I just have to.
Yeah.
So and I try to plan any hard sessions on the weekend. I did one audiobook. Oh my gosh, never
yeah,
ever again. The
never,
last day was
never.
17 hours
Oh,
straight.
no.
Or I would miss my flight. I was like, never again. In reality shows, when you're the narrator, across the desert tombs, for hours and hours, and by the end of it, you sound like you've been smoking a whole pack of cigarettes. It's like you have to be careful. You have to space it out, and you have to sometimes you have to tell the directors, no, I'm not going to fall off a cliff in the middle of the session. Let's wait till the end, okay?
Yeah.
Hopefully that answers your question.
We are out of time, so a big hand.
Thank you so much, guys.